Welcome to my channel. My name is Megan, and today we're going to be talking about some universal truths about university and college. So I'm going to start out by saying I started college when I was 16, but me and college have a very complicated relationship because I've changed my major so many times. I'm still considered a sophomore because I've changed from from nursing to English to special education to business, and yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with my credits right now. But I've had some experience in college now, so I wanted to go ahead and talk to everyone who's maybe going into college this year. Maybe this is their first year of college. I just kind of want to talk about college a little bit, so let's get into it. So my first truth about college is that most people do not stick with their first degree. And it's okay if you don't, if you pick a degree and then you start taking classes and you realize, hey, this isn't exactly what I'm into, or hey, this isn't really what I was expecting it to be. That's kind of what most people do. That's kind of a big part of college, is figuring out kind of what you're trying to get a degree in, and going along with that, my second universal truth is that it might not be your only degree that you'll ever get, and it might not even relate to your job. My brother he works in computer software, cybersecurity, something like that, but his degree is a general education degree. There's a lot more to you than your degree, and there's a lot more to your career than your degree. So even if you get a degree in one thing, that's not necessarily what career you're going to end up in, and that doesn't mean that's going to be the only degree you get. Who knows, in 5 years you might decide to go back and get another degree. You might get a master's degree in a completely different path. You might have originally been going to school for science, and then you decide you want to be a teacher, so you get your master's in education so that you can be a teacher. It's not that uncommon for you to change. Keep in mind, most college students enter college when they're 18, 19. At that point, no one expects you to have your life figured out. No one thinks, you shouldn't think you should have your life figured out, because honestly, it's not even about what other people think. I think there's a lot of pressure that college students put on themselves to have everything figured out, and the truth is, that's just not really what's gonna happen. Alright, my truth number three, I know how to count, guys. I'm in college. I know how to count. I promise. Number 3 is that you don't have to finish your degree within 4 years. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people finish within 5 or 6 years, or even longer. Honestly, a lot of degrees, there's a lot of pressure to finish your degree within 4 years. Financial pressure from some people really don't have a choice. If you're in the National Guard or something, you gotta finish in 4 years. But there's a lot of pressure to finish in 4 years, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to finish within 4 years. Such as, I'm probably not gonna finish anytime soon, just because I've changed my major so many times that it's gonna take me a while. To be honest, it's gonna take me a while to graduate, and that's okay, and that's something that I've had to come to terms with being okay with. And the next one is, it is okay to go part-time. A lot of students go part-time. I feel like there's a lot of pressure for you to go to college and just power through the 4 years, but honestly, that's a lot of freaking stress. It's way too much for some people. It's okay to kind of go slower, to take less classes, maybe finish up in 4 or 5 years, or even if it takes you 8 years to get to college, guess what? You still did it. You still went through college. But that is my next truth, is that a lot of people won't finish within, or it's okay to go part-time. A lot of people won't finish within 4 years, and it's okay no matter how many classes you are able to take, and there's a lot of barriers to that. It might be a financial barrier. You might not be able to afford to take more than 2 classes. It might be an emotional barrier. You might not be able to handle the stress of more than 2 or 3 classes at a time, and that is totally and completely okay. And number 5 is you might not necessarily learn who you are, but you're definitely gonna learn who you are not. So there is a lot of hats that you can wear throughout your college years. You can be part of a sorority or a fraternity. You can be part of a bunch of clubs. You can get a job on campus. You're going to take lots of different classes, and you're going to find out exactly what you don't like. I know a lot of people are like, college is the time to figure out what you like, what you want to do, and that's great. But the truth is that life is kind of like this never-ending, ongoing journey, and you can't really expect to find out everything you want to know about yourself within those years. Like, you're gonna change a lot, and it's a process. You're always growing, but what you are, so I can't promise that you're gonna find out who you are in college, but I can promise that you're gonna find out who you're not. You're gonna find out what doesn't make you happy, what kind of classes you don't like, and who you don't want to date. And I can tell you those are more prominent than some of the stuff you do like, because there's a lot of things you can like and you can be passionate about and you can make careers out of, but you might like things on like several different ends of the spectrum. Like, you might really like your math classes and your social studies classes, but you really do not like your chemistry classes. I'm going to tell you, the chemistry classes are the ones that's going to make you think, okay, so I don't want to go into a career with chemistry. I don't know if this is making any sense, but finding out who you are not is just important, even a little bit more important than finding out who you are. And you're definitely going to find out who you are not during college. Wow, I feel like this has been a really short video because I've been talking a million miles a minute. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.